Start with you. We've heard about so many accidents happening right now. Just got word of a big 30-car pileup in Cumberland County as those conditions start to deteriorate, Heather.
Yeah, and keep in mind, too, that, the crews are out there having to retreat roads. That's what we've been stressing. So clearing one road and only having to treat another. And so that's where we've got these bands of moderate to heavy snowfall. Now, what we've had here is snow that's piling up higher in the plateau to the Tennessee-Kentucky line, where it's actually been kind of a lighter, fluffier snow than bands of wet snowfall, which is why you see it mixing in the foothills into parts of southern East Tennessee. So these deep purples are your wet snowflakes that can make visibility hard, and they kind of pack down a little bit more. But that's because of the temperature difference in our area. It's 34 now, Pigeon Forge is expected, 32 in Maryville, to 33 Tellico Plains, but then 30 Knoxville, 28 Kingston, 21 Crossville. That gives you that snowfall that just keeps on just kind of piling. It looks deeper. It literally becomes deeper because the air is colder. That Arctic air mass definitely in place over our area. So keep that in mind, because right now we do have some variation in snowfall types in our area, southern to central valley, and visibility a concern in parts of our area to northeast Tennessee. And then you obviously have some impacts there with that snowfall in Crossville, up through Barberville, heavy snowfall around Knoxville in terms of that wet snow. So far, to give you an idea of how much snow, you can see where we've had several inches become really 3 to 4. We've had some viewers chiming in this morning through our WVLT Weather Vols Facebook group, through the WVLT Weather app, and pointing out where they've already had some 4 to 6 inches of snowfall between Crossville, Scott County, North Campbell County. You can see that there. So that's where we're tracking this for you in the WVLT First Alert Weather app. So that can be more impactful on roads in Cumberland County. Coming down the plateau into the valley would be this stretch right here in Roane County, trying to give folks perspective that aren't sure about our terrain. And then in the bowl of the valley, southern to central valley, northeast valley to northeast Tennessee, and then your foothills to your mountains. We're seeing some variation there as those temperatures are just slightly warmer, but it is literally starting to add up in parts of the valley. A couple of inches in spots like Union County. Thanks to Gabe for sharing this. Gives us some better perspective as those winter storm warnings continue. That snowfall continues today. But remember, too, that the risk for ice on roads continues beyond the snowfall. So that's why we still have a couple of more days of First Alert Weather days. Obviously have a lot more for you coming up at noon on WVLT News, and we'll continue to keep you updated. But staying home to stay safe is definitely the best option. As Harry mentioned, we've had a lot of issues on those roads.
Heather, thank you very much. Showing you your First Alert traffic. It is an absolute mess out across East Tennessee. Here's one of the major headaches so far. I-40 West in Kingston shut down. That's a jackknife tractor trailer that is literally stretching from edge to edge of that bridge there. So a big concern. Taking a look at just kind of what some of the conditions look out there. Not far. This is I-40 East at 321 in Roane County, right around that area. You can see not very many cars moving down the road on this part of the highway. And you can just see, I mean, it's hard to see anything really on these cams. And take a look at these conditions. That white everywhere, that's your snow. Icy patches in Blount County up into the Smokies. But let's go see where this is in Kingston. My goodness, backed up for quite some ways all across Roane County, even stretching into parts of Cumberland County, where we are also getting word of a almost 30-car pileup. That's right near Ozone. If you know where Ozone Lake is in that area, just a little bit east of Crab Orchard on I-40, Renegade Mountain, kind of once you get past Flat Rock Motorsports Park up above Rockwood is when you start to see that big slowdown. Here's a look back into downtown, Pellissippi Parkway, I-40. I mean, all orange. It's been a while since we've seen the conditions like this, even on a really bad rainy day, to see this kind of slowdown all across our area. Same story when you get into downtown. 640 is a mess. I-40 moving through downtown, Broadway, all of it not looking good so far. Really, the only place that's not looking the worst right now is Sevier County, where we are seeing green there. Obviously, some slowdowns up in the mountains towards Pittman Center on 321 there. But just be careful. Be careful. If you don't have to go anywhere, don't. Into Blount County, Alcoa Highway, that's a mess as well by the airport. At last check, all flights are on time if that was what you had planned today. But you can see just how much those slowdowns are across our area. We're going to have everything you need to know on WVLT News at noon as well. And we do want to get out to our own Lexi Lepoff. She's up on top of Bearden Hill right by our station here. And Lexi, I mean, just a couple of hours ago, you could see that Kingston Pike was black. It is just a blanket of white behind you now.
Yeah, absolutely, Harry. I'm going to have you take a look over here at Kingston Pike. It's slush. It's wet. It's almost covered. We've been kind of sitting up here for the past 10 or 15 minutes. We saw 2 plows go by, one city plow, another TDOT plow. And just within that time, it's already recovered again. You can just see it's really slushy. That turn lane pretty much completely covered. Just reiterating what Heather and Harry have already said. If you don't have to drive today, absolutely don't. This is not conditions you want to be in. You can see the cars that are out here now. They're taking it nice and slow. We've seen a couple people kind of slide, a little bit of skidding going on. It's definitely not safe, not an ideal condition to be outside in. And as we've been here, the snow has just been steadily coming down. So I can imagine over the next couple hours or so, it's just going to keep packing up on the roads. Like I said, we saw those plows go through, but then again, just covered pretty much immediately. So stay home if you can and stay safe. Harry?
Yeah, very cold out there with that snow coming down, that's for sure. Lexi, stay warm, stay safe. Thank you very much. And folks at home, now it's no better time than now to download the WVLT First Alert weather app. Free to download to your phone, Apple, Google Play stores, doesn't matter. Our weather team is going to send you up-to-date information directly to the palm of your hand. Make sure you have that app. We do thank you for joining us on this First Alert Weather Day. We'll see you back on WVLT News at noon. We do want to let you know, WVLT News starts at 3:30 through 6:30 tonight on WBXX, the CW Knoxville. That playoff football in Buffalo, they're dealing with their own snow conditions, that's for sure up there. That game starts at 4:30 on WVLT. So from 3:30 to 6:30, you can find us on WBXX, the CW Knoxville. We'll see you back at noon. Stay safe. We hope you have a good day.